It's literacy time now. Last week we had the rainbow fish. Have we got a name for our new fish? So there's our new little fish. Arlo looks huge compared to her. He's chasing her. And we're going to call her Sylvie. Sylvie the fish. So Sylvie it is. There were so many great names, so thank you very much. And I've started to put your fish pictures above their bowl. This week's book it's another Julia Donaldson book. You might know it. If you do, I want you to say, hoo, hoo, ha, 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 ha. Monkey Puzzle. Let's go and show Elephant. Elephant loves this book, not just because it's Julia Donaldson and that's one of our favourite authors, but also because inside the book there's an elephant inside this book. There's an elephant in the story, isn't there? So that makes Elephant very happy. Let's take a look. Monkey Puzzle by Julia Donaldson. I've lost my mum. Hush, little monkey, don't you cry. I'll help you find her, said Butterfly. Let's have a think. How big is she? She's big, said the monkey. Bigger than me. Bigger than you. Then I've seen your mum. Come, little monkey. Come, come, come. No, no, no. That's an elephant. My mum isn't a great grey hunk. She hasn't got tusks or a curly trunk. She doesn't have great thick baggy knees. And anyway, her tail coils around trees. She coils round trees? Then she's very near. Quick, little monkey, she's over here. No, 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 that's a snake. Mum doesn't look a bit like this. She doesn't slither about and hiss. She doesn't curl round a nest of eggs. And anyway, my mum's got more legs. It's legs we're looking for now, you say. I know where she is then. Come this way. No, 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 that's a spider. Mum isn't black and hairy and fat. She's not got so many legs as that. She'd rather eat fruit than swallow a fly, and she lives in the treetops way up high. She lives in the trees. You should have said, your mummy's hiding above your head. No, 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 that's a parrot. Mum's got a nose and not a beak. She doesn't squawk and scrabble and shriek. She doesn't have claws or feathery wings. And anyway, my mum leaps and springs. Aha, I've got it. She leaps about. She's just round the corner without a doubt. No, no, no. That's a frog. Butterfly, butterfly, please don't joke. Mum's not green and she doesn't croak. She's not all slimy. Oh dear, what a muddle. She's brown and furry and nice to cuddle. Brown fur? Why didn't you tell me so? We'll find her in no time. Off we go. No, 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 that's a bat. Why do you keep on getting it wrong? Mum doesn't sleep the whole day long. I told you she's got no wings at all, and anyway, she's not nearly so small. Your mum's not little. Now let me think. She's down by the river having a drink. No, 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 that's the elephant again. Butterfly, butterfly, can't you see? None of these creatures look like me. You never told me she looked like you. Of course I didn't. I thought you knew. I didn't know. I couldn't. You see, none of my babies look like me. So she looks like you. Well, if that's the case, we'll soon discover her hiding place. No, 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 that's my dad. Come, little monkey, come, come, come. It's time I took you home to Mum! The end. For a minute there I was thinking, will he ever find his mummy? I'm so glad he found his mummy and his daddy in the end. Now, this week we're looking at capital letters, and you're probably thinking, Mrs. Stone, what has the monkey puzzle got to do with capital letters? In the story, the monkey was looking for his mummy and his daddy, and his mummy and daddy look quite like him. When we're looking at capital letters, it's like this is a little baby, and that's the adult. So this could be the little monkey, and that could be his mummy, and they look very similar. I know there's a starting point to the little one, but they look quite similar, don't they? Let's see if I can find another one that's similar. Little O and big O. So sometimes we call this the baby letter and the daddy letter, or the lowercase letter and the upper letter. Lots of times these are called capital letters, and they often start at the beginning of someone's name. Maybe you could write down the names of your people in your family starting with a capital and match their capital letter to a lowercase letter. Now in the story, the butterfly had babies, and his babies are called caterpillars, and we know all about caterpillars and butterflies and the life cycle, and they don't look anything like their adult, just like some capital letters. So if Qu is the baby and this is the capital Qu, they don't actually look anything like each other, and looks nothing like the capital. In fact, that, some of you say, is a k, kicking k, don't you? It's very confusing. Your task today is to look at these picture cards. So I've got apple, capital and lowercase, car, dinosaur, and then you're going to cut them up. Now I've cut out the pictures. As you can see, there's a little dotted line in half, and that suggests that I need to actually chop the picture in half. So I've chopped the apple in half, and then I have to match the capital letter to the lowercase letter and fit the apple together. You can do this with a few of your letters. I wouldn't do them with a whole lot straight away because that would be quite confusing, but you can then mix them up and you have to try and work out where they go. Now that bread must go together, so that must mean that this is the capital B and this is the lowercase b. And that's just a little activity to help you to get to recognise them. Is there anybody in our class that the name starts with this letter? I can think of some. Well done. So whether the big daddy letter, whether the capital letter looks like the little letter, it might be quite tricky to find, but mix them all up, perhaps do a few a day, or do the ones, if you know some of your capital letters, put those ones to the side and just look at the more difficult ones. But we're going to be looking at capital letters over the next 2 weeks to help us recognise them, especially in our reading books. That's where it gets very, very difficult. So that's your job for today, to look at your matching capital pictures. I'll see you very soon for maths, and Elephant will see you next week. Can you say goodbye?